Welcome to the Big Dumb Post Show.
How's it going?
Big Dumb MJ Post Morning Show.
Yes. Can't wait to hear all about it.
It's going good. MJ was amazing last night. It opened up in Denver, which was super, super cool. Turned it into a giant dance party, or at least tried to.
Were the people around you annoyed? Did you
I don't think so.
cause a scene?
I don't think so. I caused a scene knowing I was going to. I mean, you know, I wore red pleather. I dressed like Thriller, for God's sake.
Did anybody else in the crowd dress up?
Yeah.
Were there people in costume?
Yeah,
Good. I love when that happens.
yeah.
Like at Wicked and all the other shows, people dress up, and it makes it so much fun.
I was thinking, like, as I was going last night too, I'm like, is anybody gonna like do this, like be into this like this? 'Cause I was so pumped up. And then I got there, and this one woman in the bathroom, and then she was at the after thing too, and we saw her again. She had this, I mean, the goldest jacket I had ever seen anybody wear, and almost like, you know how he dressed like a band leader. He kind of dressed like a drum line. She had that whole outfit on.
Sweet. Mike, you should chime in. You were there. She's talking to you.
I'm trying to get in the room. I'm trying to get in the room.
You're not invited.
The answer to your question is no. Not everybody was dancing, and I was a little disappointed by that actually, because and the problem is the first half of the show, me and Tracy were not sitting next to each other. We had to look down the way. We had two people between us. Those two people were so uncomfortable between us two groups.
They were just like.
They're like, do you guys want to sit together for the second half? Yes, please.
I was so excited. I was so glad that we did.
So do you think then that it's the season ticket holders that were there last night and maybe MJ isn't their thing? And then you've got super fans like you and other people that had got tickets to opening night. So you've got a mix of season ticket holders and super fans, and they were just clashing last night.
But see, that's the thing about MJ is this isn't like, when we all saw Six, we knew sort of what it was about. We didn't know the songs. It doesn't matter who you are. You know the Michael Jackson songs. You got to at least bob your head to the Thriller.
How do you not move to a Michael Jackson song? That's the interesting part to me, is like it just kind of like is in your body. You play it into a toddler, and they're going to be like, oh, like it's Pavlovian, who didn't even grow up with MJ. You hear a beat like that, you move. So it was kind of funny to see some people like, we are at the theater.
We should have asked the stiff that was in front of you. We should have tapped him on the
Who was it? Describe him in detail.
Are you alive? Sir.
Older?
Very close.
Older?
Yeah,
but I feel like even that generation knew Michael Jackson. I mean, they're just crotchety
the lady
that was
crotchety
in general.
Like, oh, you just know every word, don't you guys? Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Every human on this planet knows all the words.
We're going to sing the second half for you too, man.
I would say, though, the surprise of the night for me with you, Big Mike, is you've been losing your voice all week. And you're, like tonight you're going to Nico Moon. I mean, you're pushing it. You're burning at both ends right now. And you're like, I'm saving my voice for one song. Now, that's a lofty thing to throw out when you've got a catalog of Michael Jackson music all the way back to the Jackson 5. So the choice that you were saving it for is the interesting part for me.
I mean, look. Matthew, do you have a favorite Michael Jackson song?
Dude, I love so many of them.
Well, let's go around the room. Before you say what yours is, let's go around everybody's favorite MJ song.
Want to be starting something.
It's a jam. Want to be starting something. You got to start a song.
Classic.
Too high to get over.
Yeah.
Too low to get under.
Yeah.
You're stuck in the middle.
What you got, Matt?
I mean, beat it.
Beat it.
Yeah.
When I heard the little instrumentation, Man on the Mirror. I'm sorry. I got hyped about Man on the Mirror.
Is that the one you sang?
Change. And he did. And he did.
And you know what? Everybody around me started finally bobbing their heads. They were just waiting for this. They were waiting for this.
He turned up the collar on his favorite winter coat.
Sometimes if you want to be the change, you got to look in the mirror.
You do. The change starts with you. That's what that song's about. The change starts with you.
It starts with you.
The man in the mirror.
I don't think that song's played enough nowadays. That's why everybody's acting so crazy.
Was that the one with the video where all the people were turning their heads and they were becoming different people in different colors? And
That's the Matrix.
Oh, that's black and white. It's black. It's what? Did he do that one?
No.
Did they do that one last night?
Yeah.
Well, he did like a little. There was like a little medley of
You're
it.
black and white.
You know, little
Yeah.
It's fun. I loved. I mean, like they talk about the Super Bowl, and what's interesting is that like when you were a kid and watched somebody like Michael Jackson, he was already Michael Jackson, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't realize until last night something I learned at the show was when he got burned on that commercial shoot, right?
Pepsi.
The Pepsi
Pepsi.
shoot. I didn't know that he was going back with the Jackson 5 at that point, and his parents put pressure on him to kind of get back with the Jackson 5 because he had already become the biggest superstar on the planet, and as a kid in this little tiny town he grew up in, he was bigger than life, quite literally bigger than life. And so last night finding that out, I thought that was cool that his parents put that pressure on him, and I didn't realize, but
There was never a Thriller tour. He toured
that's
with his
so
brothers.
bizarre. That
Then
is so bizarre.
that happened. That's how he got addicted to pain medication because
Yeah.
of the scalp burns. And I mean, ultimately, what led to his demise down the road.
The fact that there was no tour, like I would have been too young to know that there was a tour going around and stuff, but having not realized that at all, like Dangerous was going to be his first big show.
Yeah.
Insane. It was
Do
really
they
insane.
bring up the pills and the medications
Yeah.
and all that stuff?
Oh yeah, that's a big
Does
part of the
Blanket
show.
make an appearance?
No,
No.
nothing
the
personal
mo-
like that.
And the
Who was the mom? Remember the blonde lady that the surrogate or something?
Yeah.
Trying to remember. I could Google it, but
it left her out.
yeah,
They
the
left her-
day was she didn't make an appearance.
Nothing like that. Nothing personal.
She was like the
Like-
waitress that he
yeah.
found. Like she was almost homeless or something.
She was like a dental hygienist.
dental hygienist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Debbie Rowe.
Debbie Rowe.
Yeah.
That's who it is. Thanks, Big Mike. I remember.
4
Debbie.
stars for Fizz because it didn't have Debbie Rowe.
Right. It was almost the best we've ever seen. But honestly.
Rowe the Great, Man of America, Debbie Rowe.
Yeah, where was Debbie?
Black
Where's Debbie?
Yeah, no kids, nothing
Hey,
like that. It was
Don't
just
you be
all
a
that.
Debbie Downer.
What about
MJ.
Presley? He married what's her butt Presley.
Nothing like so. Nothing in his personal life like it outside of he was having a problem with some addiction stuff and his childhood, but nothing
dad?
past.
Yeah.
Yep, his dad, like
Oh.
his child. They
Okay.
go into that a little bit. But to get the rights to that music, too, you have to realize that the Jackson family had to sign off on that. So they are going to have some control of the narrative of how bad was Joseph and how many pills was he taking. It was a little delicate. It was a little
Who
delicate.
plays Janet Jackson?
Not in it.
Ah!
He
Yeah.
gives her a shout out, though. He gives her a shout out.
Yeah, he says her name once. He says Latoya once, but no,
Yeah.
there's nothing.
And
There's-
at the end of the day, the thing about this, because there's a lot of Broadway plays that have famous people in it, and at the end of the day, this was going to be made or broken by, can you accept this as Michael Jackson, both as an actor and singing? And I mean, 100% on all levels, it was Michael
yeah,
Jackson.
yeah.
The kids were Michael Jackson. He was Michael Jackson. The outfits were Michael Jackson. It was
The
great.
kids were like darling. They were about 6 or 7 years old. That one.
What's crazy is they were the first one at the bar afterwards.
I know. That's a true story. That is
We
a
had an
true
after
story.
party.
I mean, it was like, yeah, they weren't at the bar, but
They were at the bar.
Walk into a bar.
These kids walked into a backpack with either their parents or their handlers.
You need to be in bed.
They were the first, and like Tracy's like, "You did such a good
They
job."
were
And he's
so
like, "Oh, thank
good.
you." And they were so polite.
It
Yeah,
was so cute. Yeah. To play MJ, that's a lofty goal, isn't it? There's not a lot of people out there that you would, like it's like Elvis. Playing Elvis would be the only other person where it would feel like an impersonator all the time.
and even when I watched the Elvis movie, that's not Elvis. That's not Elvis. Did a good job. But not.
Well, good. It's running there for a couple weeks, yeah?
Yeah, it is.
Well, good job.
Yeah, it is. All
Awesome.
right. I am out. I'm off on a little girls' weekend. Not a little girls' weekend, a girls' weekend, a little weekend with the girls.
Have so much fun.
Bye, guys.